Welcome back, everybody, and thanks again for being with us here on KXAN News at 4. Today, both of our lakes, Travis and Buchanan, reached some major milestones. Chief Meteorologist Bannin has been watching the rising water levels, and this really caught a lot of people's eye.
Yeah, very quickly, both lakes have been going up, not just today, but over the last couple of weeks. For the first time in 4 years, Lake Travis is above average, and for the first time in 6 years, floodgates have opened at Lake Buchanan. So Lake Travis, Lake Buchanan, both rising. Lake Travis now a foot above average. Lake Buchanan 7 feet above average. Lake Buchanan's rise has been slowed by the opening of the floodgates, which are keeping it close to steady and very close to full at 98%. It's almost being prevented from reaching full, which is 10-20 feet because of the floodgates that have opened, now 4 of them. You can see how much things have changed in a month. Lake Travis is up 29 feet in the last month. Lake Buchanan up 16 feet in the last month. You'll see that Lake Travis still has room to rise. It's 79% full now. So as we mentioned, Lake Buchanan floodgates were opened here around 2 o'clock this afternoon. This was the first time that's happened since 2019. And of course, with the water leaving Lake Buchanan and continuing down the Colorado River, it sets off a domino effect that floodgates open at Wirtz Dam and Starkey Dam as well. And the water passed over Inks Dam, which is a spillway. So there's no gates there, but the water went over Inks Dam before going to Wirtz and Starkey Dams, and then eventually into Lake Travis. So flows up and down the Colorado River are higher and faster than usual. So you should bear that in mind, especially if you are near those that river, anywhere from Lake Buchanan down to Lake Travis. There is still plenty of room in Lake Travis for all this water to flow downstream, by the way. Even if Lake Travis were to reach full, there is an extra flood pool above Lake Travis that can continue accepting water before it needs to head downstream. So anyway, that's your lake update. And by the way, on KXAN.com, our own Eric Henriksen has put together this full collection of all the information you need to know about Lake Buchanan. He actually made the trip up there here today, and he'll have a report later on into the evening. All right, let's take you to our Ally Medical Emergency Room camera in Bastrop, as we've got some storm clouds nearby, especially south of the city of Bastrop, and there's some rain entering our eastern counties. Just to set your mind straight, we are not quite done yet with the potential for flash flooding, so I want you still weather aware. You should always be weather aware, but particularly over the next, say, 18 hours or so, there's potential for some more downpours. So we've had another one of those mesoscale convective vortices move near central Texas, and that, as a result, has provided more rain for portions of the hill country here today, and it's helping to induce these downpours and storms developing east of 35. Now, there's another aspect to this brewing into Mexico, approaching Del Rio, that may induce additional development of rain and storms this evening before both features give us a break here tomorrow. You can see the storms that are heading into Caldwell and Bastrop counties now, and also Fayette County too. These are generally moving south to north, but locally heavy rain a possibility with these. However, we are seeing the rain falling on areas that have not seen as much rain lately, so they're more able to accept the rain coming down. This particular computer model doing best with the location of the downpours as they exist now. Widely scattered downpours and storms possible through the early evening. There's some potential for a growth in rain coverage mid to late evening, say between about 8 and midnight, that may, especially in the hill country, produce a slightly higher flash flooding risk than what we've got now. And you can see that very heavy rain there. Once we get past midnight, the rain coverage looks like it will slowly start to fade again as we get into tomorrow morning. But the potential exists, especially in the hill country, for some locally heavy rain and flash flooding, especially this evening. Then as we take you through your Tuesday, a few lingering showers early in the morning, then a mix of sun and clouds develops. There may also be a few widely scattered downpours and storms that form here Tuesday afternoon before drying weather takes over as we get into tomorrow evening, and that should set us up for a much drier period ahead. But the flash flood threat tonight is a 2 out of 4 for most of us. It does jump to a 3 out of 4 for southwestern Gillespie County. Rain coverage tonight, 40%. Focus generally on areas west of 35. Overnight lows down to 75, and we'll go with 30% rain coverage to account for the leftover rain tomorrow morning and then a spotty development for the afternoon. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds and 95 degrees. The flood threat tomorrow is much lower. It's a 1 out of 4 for most areas west of 35 and a 2 out of 4 for parts of Gillespie and Mason counties. There could be some localized 2 to 4 inch rainfall amounts this evening and overnight in the hill country, and that's why there is that flash flooding concern. Rain chances at 30% tomorrow, and then we do not have rain chances after that, for the time being anyway. Early morning clouds followed by a lot of sun Wednesday and Thursday, a bit more cloudiness on Friday, and then we're back to the early clouds giving way to a lot of sun Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with highs in the middle to eventually upper 90s.